This is me, Afifa Osman, Education Wali. Welcome back to another inspiring episode. Today, we are joined by a powerhouse woman whose journey is nothing short of transformation. Meet Holly Oldham, the founder of PRMF Luxury Cleaning, a premium house and lifestyle management service with a strong background in entertainment and passion for empowering others. Holly didn't just build a cleaning business, she created a luxury brand rooted in confidence, clarity, and high end service. Now also a business coach, she helps entrepreneurs redefine their value, elevate their services, and build strong confidence driven brands from the inside out. Her story is all about growth, self belief, and turning everyday tasks into high value impact. Let's dive into her journey and learn what it takes to transform solo work into something truly essential.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks so much
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
introduction. So,
Thank you.
my name is Holly Oldham, not Holly Newham. I'm also known as Pause, Reflect, Move Forward. Today, we're wrapping up a three-part series on the ABCs of business. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right. ABCs of business. And the A was for authenticity, the B was for branding last week. And today, we're diving into confidence, right? So, where do you get this from, and where does it come from? So, I'd first like to start off with a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay, so self trust is the first secret of success. So self trust is the first secret of success. So we could do a whole podcast just on that one statement alone, right? I mean, we've talked about this in the first podcast, the second podcast we did together, and now I'm going to say it again. If we're not having the conversations in the mirror that we believe in ourselves when we're approaching a customer, a client, a person on the podcast, if we're not doing this self work prior to actually the conversation, would you agree or disagree, ladies and gentlemen, that you'd be better off prepared than not prepared?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm open to your questions. Let's dive in. What do you got for me today?
Okay,
Yeah.
first question. I'll ask first question. Okay, this is number one. You built PRMF luxury cleaning from the ground up. What gave you the confidence to turn your personal skills into premium service?
Divorce. Divorce. It made me look at my life differently. That's what happened. I realized I was in a toxic environment. I no longer wanted my children to watch their mother be disrespected, and I wanted to teach my son that that's not how you treat women. So when you get behind your personal reasons of why it is you're doing what it is you're doing, especially in business, the why really matters. Why am I doing this? Because I have 4 children that are watching me. This is more PRMF, pause, reflect, move forward. I have it tattooed on my arm. You see it on your screen. It's a bigger message than I ever thought that it would be. It's a poem, actually. Like, you can Google pause, reflect, move forward, and just see all of the work that I've done in the last 9 years about it. Okay. However, it didn't come without doing some personal development first. If you desire to be successful in business, would you agree that you need to have people on your team that are either keeping the fire lit underneath you to hold you accountable, or you need to surround yourself with people that are in the same mindset? If you have different mindset, if you're an entrepreneur, right? I'm an entrepreneur, and your significant other is not. There are going to be conversations that you're not necessarily going to agree on. right? However, it's important to be able to meet those people where they are at. And this goes with business too. When it comes to raising your rates, like I got in business to make money. I don't know. Did you? I mean, I'm not just in business to help everybody. I'm in business to help myself too. And my rates reflect that. My clients expect that. Right. I was talking the other day. Hope you're following me on social media. I have these types of conversations all of the time. There are people in the cleaning industry. My background as an expert, I'm in the cleaning industry, the janitorial industry. However, I do help other entrepreneurs. But one of these things that has come up in different Facebook groups and in different social gatherings is one of the things is the conversation is, I have to clean before the cleaning lady gets here. Oh, well, guess what? My clients pay me so they don't have to have that conversation or even do the work, right? They leave their house as is. I don't charge them, itemize them for if there's a little extra mess here or there's a little extra mess there. It's a flat rate, what I charge. They prepay me. And I had the confidence to pull it off because I got people watching me, the haters, the naysayers, my ex family, my current family, future business partners, future clients, previous clients. They want to know what it is that I'm doing. So, are you creating those uh, conversations and expectations for your clients, your business partners, and your friends? Like the mindset matters. Would you agree, Zafar?
Yeah, I do. I do. And that matters more. That matters a lot. That builds your profile. I mean, that gets you the kick. That gets you the confidence to move forward. And that's what is pause, reflect, move forward. That's what you are, in fact.
You're never going to forget that, are you? Pause, reflect, move forward.
I
Just do it.
how can I? Because I'm this
I
is
mean,
so this is a slogan to me. There's a pause, reflect, and move forward. This
you
is
know,
amazing.
and listen, it's a poem. It is a 4-word poem that I wrote in March of 2016. And I tell you, whether you hire me to help you catapult your business online, because I've never paid for ads. I've made the most money I've ever made on Facebook just from my timeline, not even in group setting. So clearly I'm doing something right. And the people who are doing right, I highly recommend you follow them, whether you engage or not. Like I would love for you to engage. I'd love for you to share my content. And that's important when you're online. When you're using Chat GPT to help guide you, you it's important that you make your voice your own and have the confidence to shine through these computers that are trying to run
अदन इसको
all of the
पकड़ लो
things
प्लीज,
for
मैंने
us.
क्वेश्चन करना है इसके बाद। अदन इसको पकड़ लो, अदन इसको पकड़ लो, बाहर ले
Uh,
जाना दोनों,
mute, mute.
बाहर।
Afifa, mute your mic, please. I'm sorry. Okay,
That's okay.
can I ask an additional question? Is can you just rate the poem too? That the pause, reflect, move forward.
Can what?
Can you just recite the poem, pause, reflect, move forward,
That is it.
that you written in 2026?
That
Okay.
it's the more you say it, not just me, like the more you say it, whether it's a text message or a social media post or conversation that you had and you wish you would have said something different, like you have to give yourself the grace to pause, reflect, and move forward. There's 3 different phases that we all experience in life. You're experiencing maybe a pause phase. You're experiencing a reflect phase. I am experiencing a move forward phase. I've paused for too long. I reflected for too long. And I know I'm not telling you anything that you haven't not experienced yourself or thought. I mean, whether you've stayed too long in a relationship, you've stayed too long in a business relationship, you've stayed too long in a condo, you've stayed too long in your house, whatever it is, like stop. Life isn't coming back. We have this one opportunity in life to live. Every day we get to live. We die once. Which would you rather do? I want to live as much as I can during the day. We were just talking earlier, Zafar. Like, what are you? I mean, you see me exercising. I'm almost 50 years old. In less than a year. I got less than a little over 6 months, and I'm going to be 50. I'm in the healthiest shape of my life. My mindset is the healthiest it's ever been. My body, I got muscles. I've had 4 children. I'm a grandmother. There are women in society, minorities in society that are making a difference. And the longer we hold on to each other and learn from each other, because I'm learning from you. I love how you showed up in on the podcast, Afif. I love how you show up, Zafar. You're wearing your brand. You're being yourself. I'm wearing my brand. I'm being myself. And isn't that what a concept?
Yeah.
What a concept. You're just being yourself. Get it? Global Abundance Organization in the house. Right? I mean, let's get excited about
Yeah.
life. Let's get excited about life. Let's get excited about our businesses, because guess what? If we don't believe in our businesses, why is anybody else going to? Why would anybody else believe in us if we don't believe in ourselves? And I'm not going to tell you that I don't have self-limiting beliefs. Sometimes it shows up. I'm human, just like you. It shows up. We all experience this. But it's a matter of how you deal with what happens to you, not what happens to you. It's how you deal with what happens to you. Like, I have all kinds of things in my life that are going on in the background scenes, right? But I still have to show up online. Like, if I don't know, Zafar, I don't know if you remember, or if you've ever seen this commercial. But there's a commercial ad that I remember from when I was a little kid. It was a deodorant commercial, okay? And it said, "Don't ever let them see you sweat." You show up in life, you show up in business, whether you're confident or not, you have to practice it. Walk around your house in heels. You've never walked in heels before. You got to go into a business meeting. Practice in your house. If you've never worn those tight business shoes that you know that everybody's looking at your shoes, because you can go to a thrift store and you could buy a shirt, you could buy a jacket. I'm not sure if you have thrift stores there, right, where you buy things, or you know somebody that has something that you wear the same size. You could borrow it for them. But you always got to have a great pair of shoes. A great pair of shoes. You don't have to invest in your clothes. Go to a secondhand store. Invest in those shoes, because if you're standing on solid shoes and you have the solid foundation, then you can't waver. You can't fall. Am I right?
Very right.
And I'm
Very
not
true.
trying to be right.
And Holly, I've got another question. I want to ask you one more thing. What do you eat? I mean, what gets you a lot of energy? What's that? I mean, you're super fit. You
Well,
eat all the time. You're cycling, running, jogging, tracking. I mean,
swimming.
you're a short lover person, and you're going all the time. Not only you go there, I mean, you just keep that clean. I mean, you are the owner of the ambience. I see the Florida beaches. Wow, it's so
You'll have to come
clean. I
visit. It's
mean,
not clean. It's
and
not
now
clean. It's only clean because
you
I
know.
clean it. No, but really, our oceans are dirty. We need to. I've been a part of the cleaning industry because uh, I love making things beautiful. There's so much mess in the world, right? It's just messy. And if I can,
That's
if
my
I can make
question.
it cleaner, and the way I make it cleaner and the way I can continue to show up is controlling my fork. You control your fork and what it is you put inside your body in order to succeed, because you have to give your body what it needs in order to succeed. If you're feeding it junk food, guess what? Your body's going to be junk, and you're not going to be able to live to see your grandchildren. Like, one of the things, when I had a larger cleaning business in my 30s. I had 300 plus clients, residential and commercial clients. Okay. And one of the biggest things, as I learned as I aged, and then I witnessed my clients, is they're unable to bend, right? So one of the conversations that I had with a yoga instructor after having 4 children by C-section, right? Running marathons, chasing after all of these clients, cleaning all of these years, you have to give your body what it needs to succeed. I spoke to a yoga instructor and I'm like, what do I do with these hips? These hips, Zafar, you've never had kids, so you should not have hip challenges. Every once in a while, I got some hip challenges. Okay, it happens. Nobody told me when I was 21, when I had my first child, that when I was in my 40s, I was not only going to lose my eyesight, was going to lose my eyesight and I might have some hip challenges. So what did I have to do? My parents died young. So I didn't get to ask my mother. My mother couldn't teach me about health. I had to learn myself. And so as we're wrapping up, we have like 10 minutes left. Your health is the most important thing. The money will come. If you're short on money, like, it's going to come. The Global Abundance Organization tells you that, right? And I'm telling you that too. The money is going to come. But you got to be doing all the other things too to make it work for you. I mean, if everything in the world is frequency and vibration, right? And we're giving our food the spinach that grows from the ground. I have spinach in my protein shakes twice a day. I can share those recipes with you. I have a special Facebook group. It's called Dirty Secrets. I talk about non-toxic lifestyle. I talk about healthy living, cleaning. Like, when's the last time you've cleaned your baseboards, ladies and gentlemen? It's not something you normally do, but I'm going to remind you to do it, or I'm going to charge you a premium rate, because when people are hiring me to take care of their homes, organize, clean, all the things, right? They're not hiring me to clean their house. Wait, Holly, what? You own a cleaning company and they're not paying you to clean their house? What does that mean? What I mean by that is they're hiring me for the energy that I bring into their home. You know how you pay an electric bill every month? You got to pay to keep the lights on. You got to keep everything. But what about the energy inside it? They hire me because I'm happy. Not all the time. Trust me, not all the time, but I am, because I'm on a podcast. I want to make a difference in your life. This is making a difference in my life. We've talked about this at the beginning of the authenticity show, the branding show, and now with the confidence show. We've built this bridge from Pakistan to Hobestown, Florida, right? That we're able to connect and remind each other that we need to eat healthy. We need to think healthy. We need to live healthy in order to what? Live and be healthy. I mean, it's simple, really. We just complicate it.
Again, can you ask the next question, please?
I may answer. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. The confidence doesn't always come easy, especially when you are doing it alone.
Mm. So what's the
What were
question?
what were some key moments when you had to be on yourself, and how did that happen to your brand? That shape your brand?
Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm still doing this on my own for the most part. Okay. And that was my goal from the very beginning. My goal when I started my second cleaning business, this time solo, was because other individuals experience domestic violence, and it's not okay. We're wrapping up this show, and I'm telling you that there is a way out of toxic relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling you to do what I did. My gosh, when I chose to leave my family with only $100 in my wallet to save my life, it wasn't easy. However, if I didn't, I'm telling you with 100% confidence, I would not be here had I have not left. So I thank the universe. I thank myself. I thank you. I thank others who have cheered me on online over the past 9 years of this crazy ride in my 40s. I tell you, I can't wait to get out of my 40s and into my 50s. It's not easy. I never lived on my own before. When I left my house from my parents at 18 years old, I moved in with my was he my boyfriend? And now this was let's think. So, all right. So I got married the first time in 95. I graduated from high school in 93. I was 17. I got married in 95 to who I thought was my best friend. He's deceased now. And however, I never lived on my own. From one marriage, I went right into another marriage. So I didn't learn how to live on my own in my 40s. So I highly recommend at one point you live on your own. and you decide to own your own business. Because I tell you, when you own your own business, it is 100% the best personal development you will ever do in your life. And that is what you must continue doing. This series is over. I invite you to follow me on social media. I invite you to go back and listen to my old podcast on my YouTube channel. And there's a possibility that I might be having my own podcast, right? Zafar and I would like to work together again in the future. And I thank you all so much for listening. I'm an empty nester, solopreneur, just out here trying to navigate my way through this world. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, although I do know I'm moving forward and I'm not going back, no matter how many times it calls me there. And you shouldn't either.
Okay, I'll ask Afifa to ask the next question.
Ooh, go. What you got?
Yeah. Yeah, your business model blends cleaning with lifestyle management. How did you confidently position your service as something far more valuable than just cleaning?
I believed in myself. I mean, it really is as simple as that. I didn't have a business model to follow. It was my ideas. It was my thoughts, my creation. My first cleaning business, I need you to kind of, and maybe, hopefully, you guys have been writing notes. And if you've not, please go back and listen to all three. Take some notes and put them up in front of you so you can learn and grow these businesses that you've started. All right. Hang on a second. Bring me back. What was I just saying? Afifa, tell me. I lost my train of thought. Repeat the question. Repeat the question.
Can you repeat the question? That your business model blends cleaning with lifestyle management.
Yes.
How did you confidently position your service as something far more valuable than just a cleaning?
Well, and I'm glad you repeated the question, because I really would like your listeners to listen to that. How? I just had to believe in myself. I didn't have any food on my table. When I'm telling you is 100% the truth. My version. Okay? From solo cleaner to essential house manager is $297 US. It is a blueprint for you to succeed in the janitorial industry, whether you're deciding to come over to the United States to learn how to survive here, because the pictures that they paint in America aren't any like they used to be, right? It used to be the American dream was what? Oh, you want to come to America because it's the land of the rich and the plenty and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what the real American dream is now? Do you know what it is? To move out of the country. So you tell me what's changed over the years. And we can have another podcast about that too, ladies and gentlemen. So just believe in yourself.
Here you come. Is it the country something has to do with this, or place, or it's yourself? I believe the growth is always within. You are the one. I mean, you had nothing on your table, no food on your table, but you got everything now.
Inside.
You reflect, move forward company now, right now, and you're owning it. I mean, you're a brand now. The most of all, you're healthy. Most of all, you're healthy, and even beyond that, you're enjoying your life. And even beyond that, I see you put a lot of energy, and I see, and you have to go a long way. Your president is 39 years older than you are. I mean, you're just, I mean, half of almost his age. So you've got a long time go. Again, my question again is, how about, I mean, bringing your company to other part of the world? Is there anything that you and Afifa can do? That can she just hold a branch here in Pakistan? So do you want to go overseas? Do you want to expand your Pause Reflect company? So would you like to would you like to go international? You would like to go to international? There is, in half an hour flight, we can go to Dubai from here where I am sitting right now. So Dubai is another international juncture market. I mean, huge things are happening there.
Yeah,
So this world is opportunity. Abundance is the world of opportunities. So beyond all these questions we were already, I mean, talking about. So I mean, FIFA is especially. I requested her to, please show up show up on the show, just because I wanted you, both of the ladies, to just talk about in these terms what you can do for each other.
of course. And I love that, that you do that. I mean, 50 years ago, men were not even allowing women to stand on the same platform, right? I mean, I realize, Afifa, your country is different than my country, all right? And I am open to learning about different cultures and traveling and being able to clean in all of these countries in one way or another, whether it's just community service or to encourage other people, like with all the AI that's out there, right? Would you agree or disagree that, you know, the janitorial industry isn't going anywhere? We're essential workers. We are essential workers. Can you imagine what the world would be like? They talk about ports closing down, the train people closing down in the country. Can you imagine how dirty the world would be if the cleaners of the world didn't show up? I mean, come on, we're essential workers. Take the program, follow me on social media, and learn how to build a cleaning business and get out of an environment that isn't healthy for you, anyways. Pause, reflect, move forward.
Yeah. What an incredible conversation. Holly's journey reminds us that confidence isn't something you find. It's something you build step by step through action, clarity, and belief in your own value. Whether you are starting a solo, scaling up, her story proves that with the right mindset and initiation, even the most hands on work can become a high value brand that truly changes life. Thank you so much, Holly, for sharing your wisdom, your energy, and your mission with
Thank you.
us. If you are listening and feeling inspired to level up your own business or mindset, be sure to follow Holly Oldham and check out PRMF Luxury Cleaning, and her checking resources links are is in the show notes.
Okay, Holly, I mean, can I find some opportunity that we can continue, because you've been a podcaster yourself, you've been running radio shows, you've been entertaining people. So, is there anything that we can, since I mean we have concluded these ABC sessions of business, and this was remarkably. I mean, I really cannot thank you enough, because you are a very highly high structure, high stature personality, and you're an awesome trainer, and it was amazing being with you. So
Thank you.
do you allow us, or can we go ahead for other ventures too? Like, I mean, I
Nothing,
would love
nothing
that
like
I can
putting me
find
on
you
the
some people.
spot. We got to look at the calendars and the schedules. We got to schedule these things. I can't just say yes. I got to look. I'm an entrepreneur. And here's the thing: in business, you don't want to always do business with everybody. You know, you can detect people's energy, and unfortunately, in the janitorial industry, uh, it's not the most respected. To say the very least, it's probably the least respected. And I really desired to have the respect. That's why I created PRMF Luxury Cleaning. And I charge the prices that I do, because the energy that I'm bringing at you, y'all, it's worth it. It's worth it. My prices. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much being on the show, and really, the word thanks is so small for you. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
Yay.